Alright, so this is my AED and CPR video. Yeah, so I know this space is a little bit small, so just envision it. As I walk up on the patient, I'm going to make sure that my scene is safe. I'm going to make sure that I'm wearing the proper PPE. And I'll walk up and this person is obviously lying supine. In this case, if not, I want to turn them supine. And I mean, if we thought that there was a possibility of trauma or a spinal injury, I want to make sure that I was doing that while my partner stabilized the head. On head's count, we'd probably log roll them over supine position. Or if they were somehow tangled up in something, we'd somehow have to find a way to get them supine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to check to see if my patient will respond. Sir, are you okay? Can you hear me? So no response. I'm now going to check for a pulse. I'm going to assess breathing at the same time. This should take about 5 to 6 seconds. So no pulse, no breathing. At this point, I'm going to begin CPR. I'm going to tell my partner or somebody else, if I don't have a partner, to get a mask and AED and come back. And come back is very important. Health 1001, they grilled us on that. They're like, you have to tell them to come back because they might not know. So anyways, and a quick note before I begin, I always kind of end up saying this in the middle, but I'm gonna be looking for my patient's nipple line. I'm gonna have their chest exposed so I can see it. And I'm gonna wanna place the heel of my hand in the center of their chest, in the center of their nipple line. And I'm gonna interlock my hands like this. And I'm gonna make sure that I don't do that too low because it's very prominent on these patients, but like not in real people. But I don't wanna break off this xiphoid process. If I do my CPR too low, I can break it off and puncture an organ, which is obviously sub-ideal, worsen the patient's condition. We don't want to do that. So I sent somebody to go get an AED and a mask, and so now I'm going to begin CPR. Alright, so that was 30. Obviously it'd probably take them a lot longer to come back with the mask and AED. So say they just found the mask, they've got it back, so I'm going to switch with my partner. I've probably been doing compressions for about 2 to 5 minutes, maybe even 10. So you want to try and switch every 2 minutes to make sure that you are, or when the person gets tired, to make sure that you're still performing proper CPR for the patient. So I'm going to have my patient do compressions, and I'm going to bag. So when I'm bagging, I'm going to use the CE method. So CE, I'm going to secure the mask over my patient's face. I'm going to have my fingers around their jaw, and I'm going to tilt their chin upward to give breaths. I'm going to give one breath. I'm going to give 2 breaths, but 1 breath every 5 to 6 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. And so yeah, we're gonna be doing a ratio of 30 compressions to 2 rescue breaths. So yeah, it would look like 28, 29, 30, and then 2 rescue breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. And then start compressions again. And when I'm doing rescue breaths, I'm going to be looking for chest rise to make sure that I'm giving adequate breaths. So just say they came back with an AED. So I'm going to have my partner continue compressions. I'm going to turn the AED on.
Apply pads to patient's bare chest. Plug in pads connector next to flashing light.
Gonna apply my pads.
Apply pads. Plug in connector.
Connector. Everything is harder in gloves, is what I've learned. And so my partner would still be doing CPR at this point, and then analyzing, all clear.
Shock advised.
Alright, so doing CPR again.
Stay clear of patient.
So I'm going to say, I'm clear, you're clear, we're all clear. And I'm going to say, I'm shocking the patient.
Shock delivered.
And push the button.
Paused. begin CPR.
And then we're going to begin CPR right after the shock is delivered. And then we would keep doing this, and the AED would reanalyze the patient's heart rhythm after another 2 minutes. So we would continue breathing for our patient and doing CPR for our patient, and then do the whole thing over again. And then another note that if the patient suddenly had a pulse but no breathing, we would continue rescue breathing, but we would no longer be doing compressions. So we would be giving 1 breath every 5 to 6 seconds for that. And yeah, so we would continue to do this until ALS had arrived. We want to call ALS, obviously, for this. So we would keep doing this until the patient woke up, began breathing, or until ALS arrived. So, yeah.